Greetings, sinners. I am Radio Hazbin here to give you guys another Helluva HotTake. And of course, this is based on the newest character that's been appearing quite recently. He's becoming a reoccurring in the course of the HelluvaBoss series since episode 2. And that is Wally Wackford. If you guys, please don't mind, hit the like, hit the share, and of course, hit the subscribe button. Again, it actually does help grow the channel. We are close to 11,000 subs. There's also my Patreon links and, of course, a join button if you guys want to actually pledge to one to my loyal community. YouTube money has not been good this month, good so far. But again, I do have other works. I do have other incomes. But again, it keeps me going. It keeps me motivated. Please also go to the loading crew, because again, I will be helping out with another video for the next video, which will be coming out on May 5th, the exact same day this video comes out. Now, let's get on to the hot take. So grab some drinks, and let's dive right in. Obviously, not much is known about Wally Wackford currently at this moment in time, other than the fact that apparently he debuted in episode 2 of HelluvaBoss, which of course was the Lunar episode, along with RoboFizz.
I say, get your inconvenient torches here!
His characteristics seems a bit off in most cases, especially for an imp. And of course, his design choice is rather towards the 18th century, almost like what Serpentis kind of looks like. But he didn't really have much more of a speaking role until, of course, episode 4, Cherubs.
Did someone say I say inventors? Name's Wally Wackford, and I am looking for creative new people to exploit. I mean, employ.
Then, of course, recently in episode 5, which is obviously just got released on April 30th, 10 PM British summertime, as the announcer for Stolas for the Harvest Moon Festival.
Welcome, I say welcome, all to Ratharing's annual Harvest Moon Festival. To kick things off, we have the great Prince Stolas here to usher in this here.
But here's my underlying question, of course, that's been pondering. How is he be able to be nearly everywhere where IMP is, in a sense, without knowing who they are and where they're technically located? Though they do have advertisements, but let's face it, Blitz tends to really mess up on the advertisements, as displayed in episode 1. So let's start off with the beginning, obviously being episode 2 of HelluvaBoss Lululand, where he was basically holding the cart of torches, and those torches have mostly green fire, which, fun enough, almost matches familiarly to the sky, of course, of the Greed realm. Then, of course, in episode 4, when he appears front and center other than the advertisements to the main two characters of the plot, they both died of vicious greed. Of course, that was their main sin. It was greed. Sometimes you can get a bit greedy. Then, obviously, he became the announcer for the Harvest Moon Festival in front of Stolas. This doesn't have much of a sight, but this more likely would have to be keeping an eye on Stolas. More likely for Striker to know of his location and know of his whereabouts, and more likely probably goes into Stella. But again, that's another theory for another time. And more likely, money is obviously involved with also Striker obviously being paid off in some form of greed, hence why obviously his eyes are quite yellow, which also is another colour for greed, with Stella obviously trying to off her fucking husband. Spoiler alert, by the way. But I do believe that more likely Wally Wackford or Mammon, in my case scenario, is set to keep an eye on Stolas in order for the assassination to be put into place. And more likely, again, Wally Wackford is probably more likely going to appear in more future episodes, as he has been pretty much a reoccurring character. But probably many people think like, well, why is he still in? Why has he not changed forms? Why has he not changed forms into his true self? Well, remember in episode 3 that, of course, that hellhounds can change forms into anything they desire, such as, like, obviously Luna changing into a human form? More likely, probably, Mammon has more special powers than anyone realizes. So more likely he can shapeshift into any form of demon that he desires. And more likely, reason why he's going for an imp to lower everyone's guard to make him look like a lesser creature when he has much more power than he realizes. Obviously, in this case, more likely it's definitely a definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing. An imp is definitely technically classified as almost like a sheep-like character, not having much strength, not having much fertility, and of course a prince being the wolf. And of course, Mammon, in many folklore, has been represented with a wolf-like creature. But again, I can't say anything further until it's been put into animation and it's been confirmed or denied by, of course, by Spindlehorse themselves, / Vivziepop. Anyway, so that is my hot take. Special thanks to Panda Leos for letting me use this image as my thumbnail. Absolutely big props to her. Please go down the description down below and follow the bitch. Come on. She deserves a lot more follow, especially she's Spindlehorse stuff. But anyway, that is my hot take. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Special thanks to my Patreons, Dejikun, and of course anyone else. Link in the description down below to our link tree. And of course there is a join button if you want to join the YouTube community. And of course there is my Discord. I'm more talkative on Twitter, but again, please go follow there. That is Radio Hazbin. Tuning out for now. Bye-bye.